Hi guys, Mr. Jaws here. Welcome to my 14th episode of my Let's Play Hearts of Iron 3 United Kingdom series. And you remember in the last series, or last episode, Italy has surrendered, so that's very good news for us. Sorry for the lack of updates recently. I'm going on holiday on Saturday, so we've been lots of hectic like holiday related stuff I've got to get ready and things like that. So it hasn't really been much of a convenient time to record. And obviously I'm going to have to explain where I'm going on holiday and things like that soon, so just need no episodes for a while. The surrender of Italy actually means that, well, actually I started playing this episode before realising I hadn't actually pressed the record button, so don't worry, I hadn't done much. I just literally started this attack here and invited South Africa to join the Allies and stuff like that, so nothing very important. But this means that German troops are essentially cut off. This acts as an essential encirclement because Italy has a truce with Germany, meaning it counts as neutral territory. So the Germans can retreat, but they cannot. They can't attack in this territory. So I can attack them, and they can't attack me, which is a good system, really. I mean, obviously I'm going to still have to fight them for it, but it's not very worrying, really. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and catch as many German troops as we can before they get back to Germany. You know, just see if we can destroy a few divisions. I'm quite pleased I made this landing now because it means I can cut across to Lhasa and hopefully destroy a few divisions or cut off the retreat lines of many divisions. What's quite funny is the German expeditionary forces that are joined, which were given to Italy by Germany, obviously, seem to have a change of heart with Italian surrender. So rather funnily, Rommel has decided to defect to the Allies. So Rommel is now an Allied commander, which is absolutely hilarious. So we can see Italy. I've inherited all their stuff, obviously, well, not all their stuff, but this hopefully should alleviate some of the pressure on Greece. But I still think Greece is a lost cause. So my strategy for now is simply going to be to see what German troops I can catch, what German troops I can break down before I lose my chance. Really, it's a very good opportunity to just remove what I can from the field. See, I don't think they can retreat. I'm not entirely certain about this. This is not a situation which has happened very much to me, by the way. Certainly we can attack them, but whether that means we remove them from the field. Certainly very gamey if I can remove them from the field. No, I can't. They can still escape, essentially. So this is a bit odd, really. German troops, British troops, Italian troops all sitting in the same provinces. But in some ways this sort of works to my advantage. Certainly makes it less gamey. I'm quite pleased this has happened, really. If I destroyed like the whole German army, the whole Wehrmacht here, it would have been a bit disappointing, really. But what this does do is, because Germany cannot declare war, or I can't call Italy to arms for a month, it gives me a chance to reorganise my order of battle, think about what I'm going to do. Certainly, what I would like to do is I would like to establish a defensive perimeter between Venice and Switzerland of some form. So that essentially, Germany can't push through. France has regained 2 provinces, which I think were occupied by Italy. So, well, I'll talk about my strategy first of all. Hungary is not in the war yet, and the German force between Ljubljana and Zagreb is very, very weak. So I'm thinking I can help alleviate some of the pressure on Greece by punching through this gap. These provinces are absolutely unpronounceable for me. To move to Ormuz and establishing a small bridge which will act as a hint of an encirclement, whilst maybe I divert troops from somewhere else to attack Germany. But certainly the situation is looking very positive for me at the moment. I'm not overly concerned about the Axis, really. Let's precise second. Japan is my predominant concern. They can't. I'm not. Japan won't defeat me, but what they might do is take away India, make my manpower gain go up very slowly, take Borneo and my rare materials and Malaya, you know, could make some of my issues difficult. And obviously Italy is a puppet, which will strengthen my position in Italy somewhat as I gain control of their troops. So I'm just having a look at the 5th Army. The 5th Army predominantly consists of infantry, as indicated by having 3 infantry corps and a 2nd Armour Corps, whilst the 1st Army is of a similar format. I'm going to attach the Royal Marine Corps to the 5th Army, it's just the closest, just to maintain my order of battle really. So what I'm thinking what I might do, what I definitely will do, is I'll bring down the 3rd Armoured Corps, and maybe use my Armoured Corps to attack. Well, let's see, shall we? We'll have a look at which corps would be best. The 2nd Army Group, so we'll look at the 1st Army. The 1st Army has some very good commanders as far as I'm aware. So what I think we'll do is we'll use the 1st Army as our offensive army, and use the 5th Army as a blocking position, in blocking positions in the Alps, or actually what they are. These are the... Oh, come on, I should know this. I'm a geographer, so I really should know this. There's the Alps. The Alps are obviously the famous range, and I've actually been here, which is why it's even more embarrassing that I don't know. They're called the Dolomites. They're the sort of northern tip of Italy's mountains. I've been there, very nice. I'd recommend going there if you like walking and things like that. Now I'm going to start moving my fleets into somewhat more helpful positions. I'll base them in Taranto. And so we'll look for the 5th Army. The 5th Army will move up to Verona. Verona is a nice city. I've been to Verona. We'll put the 5th Corps of the 5th Army in Lhasa. Obviously that's not actually going to happen. I'm going to put not all divisions. I'm going to put some in Salo in reserve. And 3rd Corps will come and defend Trento and just west of East Garda, east of Lake Garda even. Bolzano, I've been to Bolzano, that's also nice. I think it's a university city, it's very nice. Sorry, I'm being a bit silent today. There are quite a few people at home today, so it's a little bit awkward for me to be recording today. Certainly they all find it very funny that I do this, but hey, I can't leave you guys without a video. So what I should tell you right now is, firstly I'm going to rename this to just something like the 4th Transport Squadron. I should tell you guys that because I am going on holiday on Sunday, we're going to France. I think I might have told you this already. We're going to Saumur on the Loire, and we're going camping. So I won't have any access to the internet or my computer or any form of electronic communication for about 2 weeks. So there will be no updates for 2 weeks, guys. Don't ask me when the next update is coming. I won't be able to reply. So this is just a forewarning. I'm telling you all now before you all go, I haven't had an update for ages. The reason for that is because I can't give you an update. I do feel a bit bad about that because I have been cutting back on the amount of updates I do recently, and that's not because I'm running out of motivation, guys. Don't worry about that. I really want to keep on doing this series. That is simply an issue of practicality. I've had a lot to do recently. I've had a lot of bookings to make, a lot of things like that I've had to consider, and clothes to buy and stuff like that. It's just been all a bit confusing and stuff, and obviously my girlfriend wants to see me before I go away and stuff like that, and so just stuff to sort out really. Nothing very important, but nothing, stuff that needs you need to worry about, I need to think about. We're recombining the 11th Fighter Group with the 1st Fighter Wing again, just to ensure that it's not redundant. We're going to rebase my aircraft in Pescara to Trieste, and the 1st Fighter Wing will come up to Venice. Otherwise we'll move one tactical group up to Milan, and my close air support wings definitely need to go to Trieste as the closest airbase. We'll put another tactical wing in Venice, and another tactical wing anti-tactical wing in Trieste again. I don't want to overload these airports, but I fear I might have just done so, as there are already Italian aircraft based there. So yes, we now have Rommel on our side. That would be funny. Montgomery and Rommel fighting on the same side. I mean, how ahistorical can you get? I don't know, really. It's the 2nd Armour Corps is now currently attached to the 5th Army. I will detach it, put it with the 1st Army, whilst I will detach the 9th Corps in exchange for that, and detach that to the 5th Army, and we will base these guys in. I'm looking for provinces which are defensive. I think I will hold Bolzano, actually. We'll try and hold Bolzano as best we can. So we'll send 2 divisions forward to Bolzano, send another to that place, and we'll have the Corps HQ and another division in reserve in Treviso. I really apologise if you are Italian, by the way. You have every single right to insult the way I say your names and stuff. I absolutely hate it when people mispronounce British names, and I don't know why. I know I do it, so you know it's very hypocritical. And you have every right to slag me off for being a hypocrite and evil and stupid. Certainly, definitely. So my defences are looking relatively strong right now. I can still advance into German territory, by the way. I am going to take Fund. I think that's how you say it. Because I can, essentially, not because I really need to. That just sort of strengthens my overall position. What else is going on? The Marine Corps, I'm not really sure who the Marine Corps should be attached to. I need it obviously near a port. We have 11th Corps, which I haven't started to move yet. We'll put this in Trieste. I'll try to anyway. Oh, I know what's happening. There's something. I'm transporting a division down. That's why I can't order the whole corps to move. The first army, I'm going to move down to Umagugugugu. That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun province to me. I'm sure it's a shithole, but it sounds like a fun province, doesn't it? I'm sort of chucking stuff around crazily now. Again, not the best strategy, but this is just this is like a grace period essentially. I can't be attacked. So whilst that's happening, I have to make do of everything I can. The 3rd Corps. I'm trying to keep the Corps HQs. The 10th Corps. I'm trying to keep the Corps HQs behind the lines because otherwise they add stacking penalty. So it doesn't really advantage me to have that. I was even considering emptying Britain. I'm undecided on whether I should do that right now. I can't see Germany having any capability of invading me right now. But even so, to leave it completely empty seems a bit risky. Especially for only 2 corps of infantry. What's going on here? The 12th Corps. The 12th Corps is a new corps. For now, I've just attached that. What's going on here? We have a Dutch, Iraqi, and German fight. Oh my god. Stop chasing my ships. That's the annoying thing about Germany. They're naval bombers. I hate them. I hate naval bombers. Kill all naval bombers, that's what I say. Purge the naval bombers. Okay, they've just reinforced Fund. That's going to be a bloody battle to dislodge these guys, so I'm just not going to bother right now. It's a distraction, which I don't need. I'd like to know when the 9th Corps is actually going to get to Bolzano. Oh, okay, we're attacking them. How are we attacking them? I thought we couldn't attack them. Okay, let's very weird. Apparently it's a hit or miss thing, and whether you can engage enemy divisions in. Yeah, I don't get the mechanics of this game at all. There are so many mechanics that I have no idea about at all. I have some understanding of some mechanics. I think that's the best way of putting it. Certainly the most important ones I know about, but things like this has only happened to me like once before, and I think that was in a multiplayer game. So knowing exactly what's going to happen is quite difficult. I'm actually using one corps from the first army here just to maintain my I don't know what you call it, really. Don't know what I was trying to say. I was trying to say something. I'm always trying to say something. We'll start shipping. Well, firstly we'll ship the armoured core. No, we won't. What am I doing? Is this insanity? Go. What is going on? Yes, we're going to just put these guys here for now. And once they've moved on, I'll second arm corps. You might be able to hear some music. That's my brother. My family are all pretty big musicians. That's not him playing. That's him listening to music. Oliver. Yeah, Oliver is my brother's name. He's great. I like Oliver very much. You'd expect me to, though. He is my brother. It's sort of worryingly worrying how similar me and my brother are. It's a subject of jokes many a time, and if you knew us, I think you would actually realise just how correct saying that was. We are both we just both play a lot of classical music. We're both into classical music. I play the French. He plays the French horn. I play the trumpet. We both have grade 8. We both got a merit. Well, Oliver's gone to Cambridge. I'm going to Cambridge. We're both pretty strange, extravagant people. It's nice. This is the gamiest thing in the world, apparently. What you can do is you can send armour corps on trains via ships. It doesn't make much sense, but we're going to pretend that it does, for reasons I know not. We're going to send down my first carrier fleet to Singapore. I've decided that with the Japanese threat increasing at the moment, it's not really viable just to keep them in the Mediterranean, looking over nothing. I'll keep the reserve fleet in Europe. Yeah, we'll keep the reserve fleet in Europe for now. But we will send the third battle fleet down to Colombo as a sort of semi-reserve fleet. For now, the first fleet will remain whilst we just sort of fiddle about in Europe. Right, the second armour corps is almost in position. I'm going to think about where we're going to attack. Well, they've definitely decided to reinforce this position now. But this is not a great circumstance for them to start Barbarossa in. And that in itself is going to be great, really. I'm just slightly concerned that we don't have enough troops. We're going to go and get that armoured corps. We definitely need that. I'm keeping that carrier in Britain for now, and I'm going to take my anti-submarine squadrons off duties in the Atlantic and Med. I've won naval superiority, essentially. I've had naval superiority for a long time, but with Italy totally dead, I don't think I'm going to encounter much of a threat at all, anywhere. Okay, so our Marines, I'm undecided about what I'm going to do with them, so they're just going to sit in this province for now. Definitely don't think I feel as if I really know what I'm up to right now. I kind of have an excess of troops. I'm going to move along the 6th Corps. The 6th Corps is going to now guard this province, this area even. I'm going to send 2 divisions, wrong, 2 divisions to this province. The next 2 divisions are going to stay in this province. Actually, screw that. We're going to put all 3. We're going to put 3 divisions in that province. 1 division in this province. The 6th Corps HQ will remain where it is. This means I thinned my front slightly, but also means that I can... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That was a bit stupid. But I'm going to borrow some divisions from the 10th Corps to reinforce my positions further down. Oh dear, what's going on here? How lyrical. Oh dear, what's going on here? I'm not a lyricist. Generally not a fan of choral music. Right. Okay. The craziness is about to start, I fear. We can still reinforce these. What's this? The 9th Corps. Okay. I'm definitely having difficulty just getting to grips with my order of battle. Obviously, anyone that would have noticed, I really did let it go in the last video. My order of battle was just like non-existent. I apologise for that. That means that now you just have to watch me sort of like look at lines on the map and be like, "Oh, these are out of position." But this is all part of the game. You know, it's really the order of battle is one of those things which sets Hearts of Iron apart from its rivals, really. Well, in my opinion, Hearts of Iron doesn't really have a rival. I don't think there's any game which even comes close to modelling any of the level of detail that Hearts of Iron manages to do so. I don't think there's any game which really manages to capture the scale of World War II on a strategic level as well as Hearts of Iron. Certainly, I know there are some really obscure ones. I don't know much about those games though, so I'm not that stupid. I do know there are some games out there which do sort of do something like that. So we got a Southampton. Southampton is my reserve choice for university, by the way. It's also quite good. I don't really want to go there though. We'll take the leadership modifier. Leadership modifier is good. Modifies your leadership. Okay, we're getting some carrier techs now. Our carrier techs are very strong, I think. Yeah, level 6. I'm still keeping them in though, because where we keep them in? I think we're going to build one final carrier, and this is a multi-class. This is multi-class carriers were never built by Britain, but they were planned. And I just like the idea of going for a bit of historicality and building them. Sounds fun. I'm hoping I can hold the line here. I'm thinking I'm going to win air superiority. First Army is based here. First Army still doesn't quite make sense, to be honest. But we'll have to do. I'd have liked to have uprooted Fund, but that was a strong defence and I couldn't really be bothered to reinforce to the degree that I did. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Hills, hills, hills. Well, you know, you've got to attack at some point, haven't you? We'll break through this province first. They're hills. I know hills not good for armour. I know the recipe now. but, you know. Is this province... I want to know whether they can enter... What's this province? It's difficult to see which... I want to know. This 2 islands is this province. And it's only reachable from Polar and... Where is that? Oh, here. Okay. We'll send some divisions to defend them. There we go. That was a bit of difficulty just doing stuff there. Miss micro, as I've heard some people put things like that sometimes. This is a plains province, so we'll absolutely smash them here. It's raining. I hope it's not like this in France. It has been raining pretty much non-stop here for a few months. We went from a situation of having the driest winter for something like 3 centuries or something like that, to now having the wettest wettest June, July, well, May, June and July on record. So essentially, it's crazy, the weather. Very British is what it feels. The weather has been hideous for months, and absolute months and months and months. It's been absolutely shit. Our road is almost flooded twice, and everyone is sick of rain and more rain and more rain, and it's just, oh god. I can't wait for it to stop raining. I'm hoping... Well, if it's like this camping in France, it's going to be so miserable. And I might have to commit suicide. Because no hearts of iron and rain means sadness, essentially. That's how seriously I take hearts of iron. They're hurting us slightly. We're under attack in this province, which tells me that they must have broken the truce. I want to see if they're at war with Italy. Truce with Italy. Okay, so maybe they're not. I don't know what I've put as a German war goal. I hope I've put puppet. Puppet. These countries are very ambitious. They want to conquer Germany. I want to keep Germany alive because the reason for that is so... I don't deem Germany to possess anything that I really vitally need. Britain is already quite a strong country in terms of IC and things like that, so I don't really need the extra IC, which is where you get from, really what you get from conquering countries. It's actually more efficient for them to go government in exile if you want their manpower and their leadership, because you can do a collaboration government. But I'm going to puppet them mainly because if a war of the Soviet Union ensues, I'm definitely not going to have anything near the force I need, or to be even slightly capable of breaking down the Soviet Union. By myself, I will need the help of the USA, or I need the help of Germany and Italy. So tanks are heavy. You can see me here just like, oh, they won't fit on my boats. So we'll transport these guys to... Oh, ouch. We lost that. That's the battle I thought we would almost certainly win. Oh, ow, ow, ow. I don't know where you're going. Oh, you're going over here, that's fine. Oh dear. That's interesting as well, because I noticed that German infantry divisions have exactly the same stats as ours. They have, when you see them moving through, you see these figures 3-5, 2-3, 3-4. The first figure is defense, the second figure is attack, and you can see that mostly our divisions are exactly the same as ours. Obviously, they sort of have varying formations, but their standard 3-inf 1 art is exactly the same as ours. So that puts us on an equal par, really, with the Germans, and it's going to make things difficult. and I was sort of relying on air power and etc. and things like that to break through. You can see Rommel's coming over. He's sensing the military genius in this move. He knows that this is going to be a glorious victory for the fatherland. Oh no, wait, that's not quite right. I actually know nothing about Rommel at all, really. I know he was a very famous commander in World War II, and I know he was sort of known as like the Ghost Commander because his divisions were always operating so far out of radio range and so far ahead of the main enemy of the main German pushes. So I sort of know that about him. I just don't know anything about his character. I don't know whether he was a sort of one of those generals which collaborated with the Nazis, sort of rather reluctantly. One of whom was probably quite interested in collaborating with a sort of like the Prussian minister coup, the Prussian officers coup, or something like that. But I don't know. So if you know anything about Rommel and you think I should know anything about Rommel, then let me know. That'd be interesting. Yeah. So no videos for 2 weeks, guys. I'm sorry about that. There might be a very slight possibility that I'm able to get a video out tomorrow, but I wouldn't expect so. I'm doing something with my girlfriend, and I'm sorry to say it, guys, but I do actually think she's more important than you guys. Yeah. So that's what we're looking for in terms of air superiority. Except for Venice. Venice is apparently not. I can't be bothered to alter the mission. Tactical bombers. You can kill this. I'm a little bit very much concerned actually about this attack. I was hoping it was going to be easier than it is, but these seem like massive battles. Oh, look at these. At least they're losing more than us. Which, as I've said before, is not a good thing. It just is much more of a concern for the Germans than it is for myself. Honestly, me having quite a relatively large manpower tick up compared to the Germans, and also just having a lot more manpower. I don't like the way that Germany gets a lot of manpower through events. Again, that's an attempt by Paradox to balance the game. It's a case of balancing as opposed to sort of something realistic. And this just all seems a bit gamey. It does seem a bit gamey, in my opinion. Ow! God, the Germans are ripping me up. Call to arms for Italy might help. I don't know. I'm definitely keeping that tech in. I'm not going to put that up to the top as I usually do. I've decided I need some other techs more crucially. The 6th Corps is responsible for this. We can move 3 divisions over to here, leaving 2 in place here and some here. Okay, I'm quite pleased with my order of battle now. I feel it's almost coherent. I'll send another division, the 10th Corps. And another two Belluno. Yeah, I'm very sorry for the quite shoddy play here. This is not great play from me, and you can probably tell that. I was sort of anticipating this attack being slightly easier than it was. I think that's probably where most commanders meet their downfall. It's very unlike me to anticipate an easy victory, and I'm not saying that I am anticipating an easy victory. I just have to say it's feeling harder than I expected. I'm going to attack this province because I want to see what kind of anti-air or aircraft they throw at me, or indeed don't throw at me. I can break through this province certainly. This is when I'd like my additional armoured units to arrive. That would be a good time for them to arrive right now. Hills, plains. Ljubljana. We're going to take another... We're going to have to break a bit. Just have a small break for now. We need our troops to be at full org, and they're not at the moment. Von Aren, he's a good... I can't remember if he's a good armour commander or a good infantry commander. He's one of the commanders I always think, oh, he's good to have when I start playing as Germany. There are quite a lot of those, though. Germany has an absolutely astonishing number of good commanders. Or at least Paradox certainly thinks they do. Or did, sorry, more accurately. Don't know if Germany does anymore. I'm going to look for some armour to bomb. I don't think they actually have much armour flying around. But this is they have a lot of stuff here, so we'll attack them on Bovik. You can see its enemy is almost, and it looks like enemy anti-aircraft, which is ripping me up, which is not quite what I expected. Oh crap. Oh dear, that was really shoddy play. Very shoddy play. Not the first time you've seen very shoddy play from me. There's been a lot of shoddy play in this AAR. Or Let's Play. You know, obviously there's no correct term to describe this series. Some people seem to prefer the term AAR, others seem to prefer the term Let's Play. Same thing, really, same difference. But I have to say I'm more familiar with the term AAR, but that's only because I've read an awful lot of AARs on the forums, and it's nothing to do with the fact that I think that's the correct way of saying, like, this series of videos is an AAR. No, I don't think that's correct. But anyway, so I went live on the forums. I uploaded a library of my videos on the AAR subforum, and essentially I have got no views so far, which is quite interesting. I was expecting a lot more. Balthazar commented saying that, oh, you know, you move around with your mouse too much, right? Which I agree with. So that was some helpful feedback I got, at least. I'm just waiting for... I'd really like the Germans to start Barbarossa. It would be an absolutely insane time in a multiplayer game to start Barbarossa, considering their situation. But this isn't multiplayer. This is, of course, just a normal game. And the AI is often not that clever. It doesn't like things happening, essentially. It doesn't like good play. It's very one way of putting it. In some respects, I have found... I have actually found multiplayer games to be, in some respects, a little bit easier than single-player games. And the reason for that is not... I don't think the quality of the AI is better than the human player. No, of course I don't think that. What I think is that the AI actually micromanages a lot better than a lot of players. As in, I think that one player can often outplay the AI in one theatre, but a human can't be better than... I mean, for instance, right now, if I was being attacked by Japan, and I'm not, but if I was, I don't imagine I'd be having the same kind of success. So, in lots of respects, and this is something I want people to remember as well, you know, whilst people have been saying you're a really good player, etc, 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 you know, my intention has been wholly on one theatre, and my forces are pretty much concentrated in one theatre. You know, it's not like I'm playing as the Soviet Union and I'm having to worry about 5 fronts, or, you know, having to deal with hundreds of... Ooh, ow. I'm going to hate these kind of things. We'll take the manpower modifier. My order of battle is pretty crazy. We'll move this to correct position. Well, I'm hoping I would at least be causing the Germans some supply issues. I don't know if that's true. That's pure speculation. So yeah, my attention is all on one theatre. You know, it's not like I'm having to fight with a million divisions with a million people at the same time. I'm simply doing what I should start accepting some of these trades. I'm automatically declining them as a matter of habit. You know, it's not like I'm playing amazingly. I'm not playing that great. I think I'm playing okay. This is very average play as far as I'm concerned. I'm not doing anything particularly special. You know, I'm not having a stunning success. I haven't defeated the Soviet Union in 2 months or something like that. You know, all I'm doing is I'm maintaining sort of the momentum I had from when I you know, initially from the fall of Italy. You know, it's not like I'm having to push through and, you know, unbelievable circumstances and still achieving success. You know, I think I actually do have the advantage now. I think what I am doing is I'm making quite a good strategic decision in my decision to keep pushing here. As in, I want to maintain the pressure on the Germans. I don't want them to. Okay, we got a light tank. We got a medium tank tech finished. That's good. So we're gonna keep. We want to keep researching those. You know, obviously, keeping the Soviets alive is worth far more than any gain I get from this. I don't know where my fighters have got to. You know, they should be intercepting. They're not. So, damn those fighters. Ouch! Another big battle. See, I'm actually doing something a bit rare for me. I'm stacking my units. I'm stacking my units because I'm noticing that I don't have the force concentration to push through in one province, you know, across a sort of wide range of provinces. I'm having to sort of actually concentrate my forces to a greater degree to be able to. Oh, good, we got another artillery brigade. Seeing as it's being bombed, we'll put them in Portsmouth. Yes, I'm having to concentrate my forces in a single province in order to, or across a smaller range of provinces in order to be able to break through. Obviously, getting to this province here or to this province is vital, really. If I fail to do that, then I've failed. I might as well not. I might as well go home. Certainly, my armour isn't very good. I did that to test my armour, by the way. That wasn't a proper offensive. So my order of battle has actually sort of roughly worked itself out. We'll put my... Oh dear, they're counter-attacking. Should have thought about counter-attacks. You know, they sort of happen occasionally. Of course, I'm too stupid to think about counter-attacks. I wonder how far behind these the rest of my artillery is. Not close enough. I'm going to take these units immediately down to Venice. Well, I want my armour in Pola, and I'll then move on. I'll move on my artillery to reinforce my other frontline divisions. We're being attacked from Farborg again. I keep being scared when I see that, and then realising, oh, it's just Farborg. That doesn't mean anything. I'm quite pleased this is an actually native Slovakian division here. That means it makes it substantially weaker than its German counterparts. We should have no difficulty holding here. I'm going to bomb this province though. We're going to bomb the Slovakian division. I'm saving my strategic bombers now. Yes, allow construction of mechanized. Excellent. Absolutely brilliant. I like mechanized. Everyone, apparently a good strategy in Hearts of Iron 2 was just a mech rush. Rush mechanized troops and use them as armoured troops and just destroy everything. I don't know, I've never played Hearts of Iron 2. I know lots of people have a personal preference to Hearts of Iron 2 over Hearts of Iron 3. I don't know, I can't see how that works, you know. logic would tell you that Hearts of Iron 3 must be better than Hearts of Iron 2. But lots of people sort of seem to have some kind of strange aversion to Hearts of Iron 3. And having, I don't know whether that's correct or not, it's simply having never played Hearts of Iron 2. To me, it feels as if Hearts of Iron 3 is a brilliant game, and I can't really fault it very much. I would like it to have a few more native decisions and events and things, not without mods. But obviously, you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm pretty much absolutely. I think Hearts of Iron is an astonishing game, and if you know, I'm very happy with the way it is. Honestly, their finest hour has just been announced, which is the new expansion pack for Hearts of Iron. I was under the awareness that there wasn't going to be another expansion pack for Hearts of Iron. I thought they were going to focus on development for Hearts of Iron 4 or another game in another series. But their finest hour has been announced. It sounds a little bit interesting. I was looking at the list of editions, and it has to be said, I think I'm a little bit underwhelmed. It feels to me that the latest patch, 3.06, which is the patch which is coming, this is the beta for, has actually made a lot more of a substantial, you know, a much greater contribution to improving the series as a whole than their finest hour. Their finest hour seems to add lots of things like visual improvements and new sprites and things like that, and I don't know anyone that actually plays with sprites on. So, you know, it'd be interesting, won't it? No, that won't work. And you know, things like being able to draw your plans on the map and things like that. I think that would be helpful in multiplayer, and I think that's quite a good idea myself. But I'd rather Paradox make a sort of greater effort to fix the supply situation, to fix the supply network, to fix the diplomacy, you know, things like that. Fix, you know, problems which actually people actually care about, rather than introducing things that people don't really care about. They're introducing some new special units for, well, unique units to each nation, which is a bit cool. It's a sort of flavour. It's flavour rather than substance, in my opinion. I would rather them sort of improve combat in general than make a sort of... Yeah, but I'm also a bit weird. Lots of people think what I want is always a bit strange. We won that battle. I'm pleased we won that battle. That's going to just equalise my... You know, make my front a little bit more stable. I could probably push through in this province, to be honest. Mountains. Yeah, I could do that. Does this province border this province? Villac. Yes, it does. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, they're retreating. 2 divisions. Can't call Italy in quite yet, so the truce must be coming pretty close to running out now. Oh, I really want to break through here. It's frustrating me that I can't. There's the second armor course. Okay. I know what we'll try. We do need to try and take this province, actually, I've decided. Because that would free up another armoured division, which I can use elsewhere. This one division is proving very difficult to break down. This is going to be another big battle. There's a river line, which is making things a bit painful for me. But it's either push through here or push through in Zagreb, which is a city. So that's even worse terrain. Okay, so now that carrier is underway, we will think about what we're going to build next. I'm just going to build some more infantry, bog standard infantry. You can't go wrong with it. Infantry is a versatile unit in itself. Armour is a specialised unit in my opinion. I don't think armour is always the best unit to use. Armour is a good unit, don't fault me, don't get me wrong, I do think armour is a great unit. I've noticed there's a corps which doesn't have any artillery brigades in the north, and I'm going to attach some of my the artillery brigades. I just finished that. The Greeks are still dead. They've somehow rustled up 2 divisions from somewhere. I know some people always like to know. Well, I know a few people on my Steam group actually that are Greek, and they like playing with Greece, and obviously, understandably, they always ask me about what strategy should you employ as Greece and things like that. And I always recommend you just try and hold Amphissa as a bottleneck, because if Greece has 4 or 5 divisions in this province, it's actually so hard to break down. And you can do so by landing in these 2 ports, but as long as this area is garrisoned, it's actually just possible to hold back the Germans inevitably, forever, until either the Brits or the Americans or the or even the Soviets, they relieve you. I wouldn't recommend Greece as a nation, though. I think they're a bit dull and have a severe debt crisis. Obviously, as much as the debt crisis is overrated, it's overstated even. Sovereign debt crisis is it's just hilarious. The majority of economists at Cambridge, most of the leading professors actually believe that sovereign debt. Stop reinforcing this one bloody province. What the media makes out to be, the sovereign debt crisis is actually just a load of bollocks, really. Because of course, nations have always had much larger amounts of debt. Even in times of prosperity, than they have, as a percentage of their annual GDP output. And so, it's very interesting that all of a sudden we're extremely concerned about. I should have infantry here, but I'm having to make do with armour. That we're all suddenly concerned about this debt. So then we employ austerity to reduce our debt, which in turn then... Well, I'm not going to go into economy. I'm not going to go into economics. It only causes issues with people. I'm just saying that the sovereign debt crisis is not as important as people believe it is. Most economists believe that in time people will realise that we're far too worried about it. Hills or plains? Rommel? Has Rommel changed sides again? Italy, were you idiotic enough to give back the Germans back their free troops? Damn you! Oh, he's a level 6 commander now. Wow. Ouch. That's going to be a hard battle for our guys. Well, those Marines I had. Well, what I'm doing again is really clever, as I'm lulling them into a false sense of security. Thinking that their tanks are coming across the river when I have Marines to spare. Yeah, definitely that was a bit stupid move by the guys. Insult me all you want. I'm insultable today. They've reinforced Pujt. Okay, our brigades have arrived, our spare brigades. You're probably wondering what I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to combine this fleet to make the second carrier fleet. This will be a temporary measure, really, just to give us a bit more stopping power in the North Sea. It's not very good as a fleet. Definitely don't like relying on CVEs. CVEs are slow. You can catch CVEs with surface... Oh, this is impossible. Right. We're calling off that attack. Ouch. Oh, I hate seeing attack ratios like that. we're going to get some Marines. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get some Marines and we're going to teach the Germans how this should be done. We're getting rid of like tank engine. I think that tank just finished. We need to reset some other stuff. Diplomacy can stay at 0.2. Espionage at 1. I'd really like some more leadership. It's pretty poor leadership at the moment right now. We're going to send one division into Ljubljana just to fund. We're holding in fund. Sounds like a fun place, fund. It's quite nice having provinces which can't be attacked. It's a bit novel, but very nice. I think I'd like provinces which can't be attacked all the time, actually. You know, you could just attack the Soviet Union, Germany. There's no way I'd be able to do anything about it. So, they're going to get another corps of infantry. We just need more infantry in Europe right now, and right now, like literally right now. And there's just nothing we can. Yeah. So we got a new. This will be spare IC now, won't it? Or not any longer. I'm putting onto upgrades. We'll break through here. I expect the division that holds the longest will be Rommel, and I'm wrong, naturally. These are big battles. We're fighting in mountains and things, so naturally terrain is pretty poor. And they better not break me here, considering I literally just took this province. Once the Marines have done their job, they're going to go home again. They're going to go back to where they should be. Oh, it just caused a lot of panic there. Whatever I did there. Are these just HQs? Well, I mean, you know what I said about wanting air superiority. Yeah, well, that's not really working. Certainly where it matters, I don't have air superiority. Okay, we should hold here. I've got another division moving in. Okay. 20 hours, then we're going to commence the attack. Ooh. And I have the units to be able to exploit this as well. Well, the Germans might regret leaving that province pretty much unguarded. I'd like to think I could make them sorry. The AI should really learn when to send units and what units to send into battle. Oh, well, they got Greece. I have to say I'm not overly surprised by that fact. I'm not going to act surprised in the slightest. Right, here we go. This battle will have such a better attack ratio. Yeah. So we have now bridged the gap. We've made a beachhead, and this time this is going to work much better. I have a feeling, anyway. Don't sing that terrible song. If you started singing that terrible song, I'm going to kill you right now. Oof. Songs. Songs are bad. Whoever invented songs, as a general rule, deserves to die. Obviously, this situation is quite fluid. if Hungary or Romania entered the war right now, that would spell disaster, really, because it meant that would mean I'd be unable to finish off the encirclement and would bring in a whole lot more troops to threaten me. So let's hope that doesn't happen, shall we? I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I find hoping is often a very viable strategy in tactical games. I find that yeah, hope usually prevails. I might be able to take this province. Let's have a look. Well, that's quite worrying. If they can break here, then they will break here, in my opinion. That will spell disaster for us. I'm going to put air superiority on, because I think that's a more defensive stance, actually. It means we won't pursue them everywhere, and we are going to bomb them where they are attacking us from. Not strategic bombers. Okay. This is where I miss having naval support. It's like, things would be so much better if I had naval support right now. Just that shore bombardment penalty that we give them. Now, this is a very risky situation right now because we could be encircled ourselves, which would be an absolute disaster. So I'm going to go and reinforce this province to the extent of sending another 2 divisions and another a marine division, 2 marine divisions. Crazy stuff going on here, guys. The German AI has detected the inevitable encirclement and is decided it doesn't want everything to die in the Balkans. This encirclement is much more risky than you may think so. Certainly I'm a little bit concerned about doing it. I'm going to build my first mechanized division, guys. Mechanized. Look at that. Look at that. Crappy armor with mechanized. Woo. Oh, yeah. This division is going to waste a lot of people attacking here, but I need to hold. Oh god, this is looking pretty bad in terms of things looking bad. Like this is like up there, pretty high. Okay, they've stopped attacking this province. Now it's just down to whether I can hold. Oh my god, they have military access through Hungary. I should have looked at that. Okay, well, essentially my encirclement is redundant now. I can't encircle a country which has military access through Hungary. So as far as we're concerned, this is simply, we're destroying 2 divisions. That's what we're doing. We're destroying 2 divisions. And putting our own divisions at risk. Oh, that was stupid, guys. I hope you enjoyed my stupidity. I know watching AARs where the player makes mistakes is more fun than watching AARs where the player is flawless. So that's my excuse. That's why I've done this. It's purely for entertainment value, actually. You know, I don't make mistakes. As a general rule, I'm absolutely flawless player. I am perfect. I'm the definition of brilliance. But oh well, we've caused the Germans some worries at least. Front situation is not good. If we look at the overview, you can see that we are a very low organisation. This is going to be a battle they lose, for certain. But no problem. Yeah, we will win. Well, no, that's very disappointing. Very disappointing indeed. I'm going to retreat my completely disorganised divisions. They don't serve any purpose. So now I've actually got to reconsider what I'm going to do now, because if I can't encircle them, then I'm wasting my time. I can't fight on a large front. You know, it's useless. I just can't do it. My only hope is whether my additional reinforcements from Europe, from Britain even, would change that situation slightly. So what I'd have to do is I'd have to take the entire Romanian and Hungarian borders to secure absolutely seal the front, and then I'd have to push down, which would be a long, hard slog, and I don't think I have the forces to be able to do so. So what I might have to do is a very gamey retreat. Well, not a retreat as such, because I haven't been forced back. It would be a tactical withdrawal. Or at least I would describe it as a tactical withdrawal. So this is something that you shouldn't be, you know, something you shouldn't have to think, oh, you shouldn't have to, you know, really think is a terrible thing to do, by the way. Just, you know, what I've done is I've sapped some of their manpower of nothing, and that's terrible what's going to go on here. We're going to lose this battle. If we don't reinforce, we will reinforce. So, yes, if we don't... Yeah, we've sapped some of their manpower, and that's about it, really. We haven't really done anything. I'm going to see if we can catch one garrison division. That must have been horrific for you guys to watch, by the way. I do apologise for that. I told you I didn't know everything about Hearts of Iron, and that's just an example of how I don't know about the game mechanics, apparently. I'm going to try and withdraw some of my armoured forces after this sort of series of battles has slowed down a bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to fall back to the Trieste line. See if we can hold these few provinces here. And that will free up all of this. I don't know how many troops that is. It's certainly quite a sizable amount. 31 units. Mainly armour. And I'm thinking my probable target will be Denmark. Apparently they've decided that... Oh, ow, whoa, why are my troops so out of supply? What the hell is going on here? Don't tell me they've destroyed the port in Copenhagen. No, why aren't you in supply? Okay, this is very weird. I have convoys to spare. Okay. Right. This is really weird. I'm really confused by this. Did anyone see Copenhagen? I didn't see it. Let's go back up to top. I'm really quite confused. Either Denmark is doing a very, very poor job of supplying my troops, the Danish that is, or waiting for what is going on? It's not like I have a huge number of troops here, which is sapping all the supply. Yeah, the reason I'm thinking about Denmark as an offensive is because they have some units here. Well, I don't know what to do now. Seeing as this has now failed, I'm not really sure as what would be the best strategy. I have to remove units from the board, essentially, if I'm going to stay toe-to-toe with Germany. Or maybe it would be best to stay in Europe. You know, I'm tying up a lot of divisions just on the border, and certainly it seems to be if I can push through. Oh, come on, let's just do it, shall we? Let's go crazy. Let's try and... I think we just got a garrison division of nothing. Let's try and do what we can against Germany. Germany is the most crucial part of the Axis. Obviously they are the nation which essentially defines its success or failure. And whatever damage I can do to Germany is good damage. Even if I'm tying up a few divisions, if I'm just doing that, and maybe I can get a few divisions or so. That would help. Yeah, so I'm just a bit confused as what to do right now. I'm very disappointed that I couldn't finish off this encirclement. I know you're all saying, oh, but there wasn't really a perfect encirclement anyway, but it was eventually, because what I was thinking is that they wouldn't be able to move through Romania or Hungary. They wouldn't be able to receive supply through Romania or Hungary, and with it, the Gibraltar Strait and Suez Canal closed, there was actually no way which these troops could receive any supply at all. So they would die. But with military access to Romania and Hungary, it's quite apparent that that's not true, actually. So, sad face. We're going to try and liberate the Balkans. That's what we're going to do. That's our objective. I've decided that maybe we should stick it out. If we stick it out, then we can defeat defeating Germany on its own territory would be quite fun. But we're not going to play a timid Britain. We're going to play a ballsy Britain, and if nothing, Britain has to be ballsy if we're going to win. And that involves doing crazy stuff like attacking in the Alps and things like that. Certainly, just having Germany having a second front is good news for me. Good news for the Soviets as well. I'm wondering when Barbarossa is going to start, if it's ever going to start. I don't know to what extent they're just concerned about me. I want a supply in Germany. Well, if their manpower is that low, that's very good news, because that's way too low. But then again, if their leadership is that high, that's very bad news. I doubt their leadership is that high. I know, I've played Germany myself, and I know what's possible and what's not possible. Am I going to send an armour... What's that? It's an armour division. Ooh, see, as soon as I saw that coming, I was even sending Marine Division there to reinforce. I'd take my troops to regain some org as well, by the way, guys. That's not winning, that's retreating. Rommel! Yay, Rommel. It would have been fun to see him fight for the Allies. That would have been a hilarious situation. Oh, dinner, guys. So that pretty much means it for this episode, and perhaps for 2 weeks. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Bye.